Hey everyone, I hope you're all doing well. So I'm here with my March favorites video, and I have a good mix of stuff, not too many things, but just stuff I've been loving throughout the month of March. So I'll start off with some of the sort of skincare sort of items. I don't have any makeup for this month, but for skincare, I have a couple of things I've really been loving. The first is this simple micellar water. Now this is the first micellar water that I've tried, but I've really been loving this. I just use it at night with a cotton round to take off my makeup, and it does such a great job. So I have really been loving this, and I've like seamlessly incorporated it into my like nighttime routine. So definitely love this. And then I also got recently a toner. This is from Boots. This is a Simply Sensitive Gentle Toner. And I just wanted to find a toner that was very basic, like doesn't have any alcohol or anything. And this is just very gentle. And I just use this in the morning. And previously I was using one by Boots, but it was like a anti-oil mattifying sort of primer, or not primer, but a toner. But I just wanted something like super simple. So I've also been enjoying this a lot and using this. I use this every morning, and then I use the micellar water at night. So I've been loving those. And then I also have a shampoo that I wanted to mention that I've been loving. And this is a repurchase. This is the Paul Mitchell Tea Tree Special Shampoo. And it's a shampoo. It has like peppermint and also lavender. So it smells really good, but it's very like invigorating for your hair or your scalp. I found this at Target. I think it was back in March. But they had it on some sort of like reduced price. So I had to pick it up. So I love this. I've had it before and really enjoy it. So I wanted to mention this. And I don't tend to spend a lot on shampoo. I mean, I also use like herbal essences. So this is a little more expensive for me, but I've really been enjoying this past month. And then I just want to mention something I've had in my favorites before, but my perfumes that I was using for March, the Elizabeth and James Nirvana Black and White. And I just have a little rollerball set that I was using. But I love these. Both of them are great. I love mixing them, but I just love this little set. I got this from Sephora, and it's nice because you can, getting the set for two of them, you can try out both types, mix them together, that sort of thing, versus having just one or the other. So I just have really been loving these this past month. And I know I've mentioned this a lot of times, but definitely has been a favorite for March. So that's really all the beauty products. Not a ton of stuff. I mean, I really love the stuff I showed, but I just didn't have a lot of like different stuff that was really stood out to me this month. So those are the standouts. Now I have a few book favorites. So if you watch my Project 10 book, you know that I only read like one book in March. So not a great reading month, but the book I did read, The Last Anniversary by Liane Moriarty, was really great. I love everything by this author. I can't wait for her to come out with a new book. But this one is about a young woman who inherits a home from her ex-boyfriend's great aunt. And it's this house on this island, like a very touristy island. So she kind of like lives where this family lives, and the book, it like switches off the different characters. I don't want to give too much away about it. It's about a mystery of a baby who was abandoned, I think in like the Great Depression area, like maybe the 30s. And there's like a mystery of what happened to this baby's parents, and the island's kind of built around that, like a tourist attraction made out of this house where this baby was left. So very interesting, a lot of different characters in this book, but I really did enjoy this, and anything by this author in general I definitely love. And then another book to mention, I didn't read it, I listened to it as an audiobook, but it is called All the Single Ladies, Unmarried Women and the Rise of an Independent Nation. So very long title. It's by Rebecca Traister, so it's like a nonfiction book, and it's just this woman writing about kind of the rise of like single women, how women are delaying marriage, and really establishing themselves before they get married, and kind of looking over the decades of the trends of marriage. And also she interviewed lots of different women So it was just really, really interesting. As a single woman myself, I found it really interesting, and it just sort of like just talks about like the changes in society and how women are viewed differently, and I don't know, I just found it really fascinating. So I've been listening to that, or I've listened to that in an audiobook during March. Really enjoyed that one. And then my last favorite, which has to be my top favorite of the month, but it's RuPaul's Drag Race, which I've never watched before until this past month. I don't know why. It's on its 8th season now, which is sad because I've like missed out on like, what, 7 years of this show, but it's so good. So I'm currently watching season 8, which is airing now, and then I was watching like season 7 on demand, and just I'm completely obsessed with it. So I don't know, it's just so interesting, and it's such a well done reality show. I feel some reality shows, and I compare it to like Project Runway, because I feel Project Runway, they'll edit it and you kind of know like who's going to be in the top and who's going to be in the bottom. But the way that RuPaul's Drag Race is edited, you're not really sure. You might know that people might be in the bottom, but they don't, like, you know, like Project Runway will like solely focus on certain contestants and not show other ones at all during certain episodes. You're like, oh, they'll be safe this week. But I feel RuPaul's Drag Race just like keeps it interesting all the time and kind of keeps you guessing. But so interesting, and I don't know, I've just been obsessed with that show this past month. So definitely, I'm like so late. I'm years late to the bandwagon. I'm years late to the party. So definitely recommend that if you haven't checked it out. I don't know why. I think I saw it because I've watched like The People's Couch. I've mentioned that show before in Bravo, and I don't know, it's just kind of an entertaining show where like people are sitting and watching TV shows and commenting on them, which you wouldn't think would be entertaining, but somehow it is. But I've heard, like, I guess heard about a few shows from that TV show, but they had shown a part of RuPaul's Drag Race, and I'm just like, oh, this seems kind of interesting. I just started watching it and just like got hooked into it. So definitely recommend that. And even if you think like a show about drag queens, like you're not sure about it, like I just think it's like super entertaining. So definitely have been loving that. And yeah, that is everything, all my favorites. Not a ton of stuff for this month, but you know, some months are like that. But anyway, I will talk to you guys later. Bye.